What's up, guys? It's Dust here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Last time, we finished up at the Forbidden Woods, defeating Calais Demo, saving Makar, and receiving Feyroy's Pearl, which we can see right here on the item screen. Right here. So, this time, we have a lot of collecting ahead of us. We won't be doing it all at once. We're going to be doing story things in between, but it'll be a while before we get to the next dungeon, because there's a lot of stuff for us now to take care of now that we have both the Deku Leaf and the Boomerang. So, first thing here is by now you should have this mailbox over here bouncing up and down. Letters for Link, we have one letter. Dear Link, you're reading this, it can only mean you have peeked into one of our many post boxes. I am indebted to you. I am very sorry I let you leave without thanking you. Please accept my heartfelt apology along with my thanks. We cannot do much to help you, but we can at least do this. If we get any letters or parcels for you, we will deliver them to a post box near you. If you see any wiggling post boxes, please look inside them. I suppose you have a long way to go before your perilous journey is done. I've included a gift for you with my letter in the hope that it might find you. Please accept this small token. I look forward to the day that we meet again. May fortunes fill your wings, from Kamali's father. And he includes in his letter a piece of heart. Very, very nice. So this place too had been attacked by Ganon. Could he already be regaining his power? Link, you must get the remaining pearl. It lies in a place northwest of here. We must set sail immediately. We will not be setting sail immediately. As you can see, that island is way up here. But we have some other business to take care of. We are going to, our first destination, we are going to sail off to the east. And before we do that, I want to make sure we equip some bait because we want to discover islands along the way. Wrong bag. So, let's go ahead and set sail. 1 square east from Forest Haven, we get the Cliff Plateau Isles. Hey, small fry, do you know about the Nintendo... No. No. Shut up about the Nintendo Gallery. We don't care about this. Alright. Now we want to go over to the island itself. And as you can see, we have a lot of different cliffs. We're going to need the Deku Leaf in order to fully traverse this island. So, going to set our wind. Looks like we want it to be northeast. For this first jump, at least. Want to get our Deku Leaf back out. I don't know why I put that away. I knew we were going to be needing it. Actually, you don't even need the Deku Leaf for that jump. What am I doing? You don't need the Deku Leaf for either of these jumps. You might need the Deku Leaf to get over there, but... yeah. Anyways, we hop in here. We have a little bit of a cavern of sorts that looks very much like the Forbidden Woods. So... got a rupee on top of all of these. I'm not going to go for all the greens just because it takes a while to get on top of every single one. But we do have a blue over here I would like to get. We have another blue on top of this one. And on top of this one we have a yellow. Can I get over there? Yes. Now, we have a bunch of vines in here, and we can see a treasure chest over there. We have some Boko Babas here, so be sure to avoid those. I'm going to get the grappling hook out so I can get some drops here. Honestly, I don't really feel the need to collect too many of these, so... but yes, those vines will come up here showing that you cannot just simply climb up to that platform and get that chest. It will not be that easy. So... maybe we want to grab one of these. Not that way. Come on. Come on. Really? There we go. Go. That one's defeated, and I believe with the death of that one, creates one of these. We can use to come up here. Ah, yes, of course. So, we want to grab one of these 6, light it on fire, and surprisingly, you can actually carry one of these into this bulb with you. And I love the fire as it just spins rapidly like that. Okay, hold on. I was trying to roll, but forgot you couldn't roll while you were carrying this thing. I want to do that. Do that. And before we do that, actually, we want to come over here and we can get this chest. That's going to give us a joy pendant. Do this part again. Don't fall off like that. Wait. Okay. And fly over. There we go. Now we come out this way. And that brings us to the other part of the island. So as you can see, here's one of the core rocks here. Hello, swordsman. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I've come here to plant the Great Daegu Tree seed. But look! Usually the forest trees sprout quite vigorously when you plant them, but for some reason this one is withered. I'd be willing to bet that the trees my fellow Koroks have planted are withering as well. It seems that when one tree fails to grow from its seed, all the forest trees from that year's seeds wither and fail to grow tall and mighty. What are we to do? If we are not able to nurse these trees to health, the forest will never spread and the Great Daegu Tree will slowly wither and die. Wow, that's very grim. Maybe if we could sprinkle the water from the forest haven on the tree, maybe then the sapling would be saved. That water is the wellspring of the Great Daegu Tree's life force. Swordsman, could you go to Forest Haven and get some of the water that flows around the Great Daegu Tree? Could you get some and sprinkle it on this poor forest tree? Please? Please help me. This is a much greater side quest that we will be exploring at a later point. Now, if we come up here... around here... Yes! Blue choo-choos! As you can see, blue choo-choos drop blue chew jelly, obviously. But they are also electrified, so you want to stun them and then slash at them. Okay, the grappling hook does not stun them for long enough, so you want to use the boomerang. But yes, blue choo-choos are extremely rare. There's only a limited number of them in the game, so you want to make sure you can get the blue chew jelly from all of them. But this chest gives us a treasure chart. That's all for us to do here. Now we can go back to the King of Red Lions and sail to our next destination. 1 square south gives us 5-star Isles. Have you seen it, small fry? The ghost ship? Because it's real. It's even been seen here in these very waters, on nights when the crescent moon faces down. That's when horror rises. And that's all the info I've got to offer. So he tells us about a ghost ship that's wandering around the world. Interesting. So if we go here... you can actually use your grappling hook to salvage without it actually being equipped by hitting right on the D-pad. Very nice. Forgot to mention that. That gives us another piece of heart. And now, somewhere nearby, I just want to get away from that. Should be... somewhere here? I'm not sure exactly where it is. I think it's down... is it this one down here? Yes, it is. We have 4 platforms with pink bokoblins surrounding a submarine. So, I'm gonna take care of all these guys and I'll meet you inside the submarine. Oh, one of them actually has a chest on board. Let's see what that is. A red rupee. Which doesn't really help us because we're already at 500. Alright, finally, inside the submarine. We got some goblins. If I could target the right one. Thank you. And we got some keys. Keys also do not give anything special from the grappling hook. Just thought I should point that out. Got two more green bokoblins right here. If I could take your joy pendant, thank you. Come on. There we go. That should be everything. Yes, defeating all the monsters makes a ladder fall. Climb on up. There we go. Another piece of heart. Oh god, watch out for these things. These things are huge. I forget what they're called. I'll put the name on screen. One screen south of Forest Haven. Gets you the boating course. Let me ask you something, Fry. Have you been using ZR to make your boat jump? Well, have you? Of course, going out to sea just to jump around would be real dumb if you ask me. Yeah, but what you could do is tell L to move your tiller just as you land. That's how you make a sharp turn. If you didn't know about that, why don't you try it out? Alright, so he's giving us some more tips about how to boat better. Now, if we come over on the actual island... be able to get out, like, somewhere right here. And just wait for the water to rise. No, hold on. There's gotta be a way up here, right? Or is there? Maybe I wasn't supposed to come here yet? Oh wait, here we go. This is how we get up from the sea. So we can see this guy right here. Hey, that's a pretty slick boat you got there, kiddo. What do you say, kiddo? You want to play a boat game for 30 rupees? What do you say? The game itself wasn't in my notes, so I don't think we can really win anything particular, but let's see what it is. Might as well show it off. Okay, so I guess this is just like a rupee collecting minigame. It's like you get 4 minutes to collect as many rupees as possible. And it doesn't look like we can use our Swift Sail for this. Oh. Don't hit any barrels or that'll happen. Oh, and here we got some bomb barrels. Watch out for those. 129 rupees, and we still had 2 minutes remaining. That's not bad. Way to be. Alright then, here's the 129 rupees you collected, as I promised. They're all yours. Enjoy. Like, you made a fortune. Come back and do it again. So, honestly, that's useless to us right now because we have 500 rupees. But, that's a good game there. If you're low on rupees and you need to build them up, it's not a very hard minigame at all. So, you can easily make over 100 rupees by just paying 30. So, that's honestly really good. It's not really worth our time now because I have 500 rupees. But what we're mainly here for is this cavern right here. New enemies. These are mini blins. You can sit here and kill them, but the truth is they are going to endlessly swarm you the entire time you're here. They do not stop. So why are we fighting? Well, just give me 1 minute once I clear them up a little bit. Yes. So as we just killed all those, even more are coming out of the walls. So, what we need to do is take our boomerang. I have to clear at least some of them out so that we're not being swarmed here. And we take our boomerang and really quickly... I guess we're not close enough. Damn it. Obviously, we want to hit all 3 of these switches at the same time with our boomerang. Okay, there we go. Why did it hit the mini blend? Okay. This is really annoying. Because these things are going to endlessly swarm you, and you will not get a chance to do this. Okay, luckily it doesn't look like you need to do them all at once. You can do them one at a time. Because that first switch that I've hit has not gone away. Come on, get away from me. No. Okay, there we go. There's 2. There we go. There we go. Now if you get all 3, this chest appears. We're gonna ignore them and just grab our thing. Oh, hello, good sir. We got the submarine chart. Now you know where to find the enemy submarines that surface down below. It's very good for us to have. We're not really going to need it all that much, but it's a good little... I'll show it off real quick. There we go. So, we look at it. This just shows us where those submarines that we can enter and get prizes are. Not a lot of them, but good to know where they are. Another square west. And we get the Angular Isles. Northeast of here is the Forest Haven. They say a truly unique kind of firefly is indigenous to that place. You heard of it, small fry? It emits bursts of light in 7 colors. Supposedly, it's as beautiful as a rainbow. If you want to capture one, though, you'd best have a bottle to keep it in. So he tells us that we can capture forest fireflies at Forest Haven, something I've already explained. Now, over here, you notice, if we back off a little bit, there's a sunken treasure right here. Let's get a little bit closer to that. Careful of these sharks, by the way, too. That gets us another pieces of heart, which completes another heart container. Now, we want to come up on this island right here. The one without the tree on it. And as we go around this island, we're going to see some blocks that we can actually move out of the wall. So we're going to move this one out a little bit. Go around. Actually, we want to push this one down. Pull it over this way. And we want to pull this one out. Now, as you get to the top, we have another blue choo-choo, so look out for that. You can also use the Deku Leaf to stun it. Never mind, no you can't. We want to get our boomerang back out. There we go. Open this up. Yet another piece of heart. We are going to be collecting a lot of these, don't worry. One more square to the west gives us 2-Eye Reef. I tell you, lately no one around these waters has seen the beautiful fairy who bestows magic power. She used to live here, Fry. All anyone ever sees anymore are these big octos that have been appearing lately. Maybe they scared her off. I don't know, I sure hope they didn't eat her. So he's saying there that there's something called a big octo that may have eaten this great fairy. Let's look around this island a little bit. What we are looking for is a flock of seagulls hovering over the water. I forget exactly where it is, but I think it's close to the actual island. Over here. So you can see all these seagulls floating above the water. If we get close to it, this is a big octo. There are a lot of these on the Great Sea, and if you defeat them, you get pretty good rewards. So for this one only has 4 eyes, so we can easily use our boomerang. When you are caught in one of these whirlpools, you only have a limited time to defeat the big octo before it swallows you and sends you way off course. So that's 3 times we've hit all the eyes. Okay, so you have to hit each eye 4 times with the boomerang in order to defeat it. There we go. Oh, Waker of the Winds. Thanks to you, I have been freed from that beast's foul grasp. As thanks, I shall give you just a little of my power. Your magic power has increased. You now have twice as much as what you had before. May the winds of fortune always blow across your bow. Bow. Not bow, bow, as in like the bow of a ship. Wow, that was really bad. Anyways, that's it for here. She doubled our magic power. Very, very nice. Another square west gives us Headstone Island. This is 1 east of Outset Island. Small fry, there's a real heavy stone head blocking a cave on that island. Don't you wonder what's behind it? Don't you want to get in there? Let me tell you a great secret. If you go north 4 squares and east 3 squares to Fire Mountain, you'll find an item that gives you the strength to easily lift anything, no matter how heavy it is. With that thing, you could always lift that stone and toss it out of your way as if it were light as a feather. And that is all the info I've got to offer. Alright. So he tells us about something at Fire Mountain, which while we were there, I said there's still nothing we can do with. Which, that is still the case. We still cannot do anything. So now, we come over to the island. We're gonna just dock right here. Obviously, as he was saying, that, no, put it away, stop the boat, and get out. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. We are going to go to our items. We're gonna pull out a pear and use it. Now, if we take control of this seagull, we'll fly towards the top of the island. And you can see all the way up here is a piece of heart. We touch it with the seagull, Link will collect it. There we go. Yet another piece of heart. Now there should be another submarine around here somewhere, which I think this is it over here. Sure is. So, we have a giant room here of bomb flowers and rats. We want to kill all the rats before they can blow us up. And also be careful of the bomb flowers, because if you hit them with your sword, they will obviously blow up. Ow. Come on. Damn, how many more of there are you? Get over here. I see you. Get over here. Last one's over here. At least I hope this is the last one. That's fine, because it also died. Yet another treasure chart. Very nice. Now, passing back by Outset Island. This is actually a good place for us to stock back up on bait, should you be getting low on it. But, for the first time since the beginning of the game, we're back on Outset Island. Or at Outset Island, I should say. And there we go, just did another stock up on bait. I grabbed a couple more pairs, because we are going to need them eventually. But unfortunately, there is currently nothing for us to do on the actual island itself, but it's good to at least say hi. So our next destination is actually the fish right here, because we haven't gotten the fish's advice from here. Too far away. He was right there in frame, and he's already right under the bait right now. What do you mean? Hey. Come on. Why can I not? There we go. What the hell? He's right there. Can I give him the bait, please? Oh my god, the other fish have not been this fussy. What is going on? Can I target him and then do it? What the hell? I just wasted a whole thing of bait on this guy. How much bait do you need, bro? Okay, just wait. Why? I'm hitting the button. Why can I not throw him bait? There we go. Holy crap. That was way harder than it should have been. So he's going to mark Outset on our chart, even though we already have it. I heard that beneath that big head boulder on the top of the hill here on Outset is where the greatest treasure of all, the golden triumph forks, are buried. But actually, Fry, I must have misheard or something. Because this one guy told me that what was actually buried beneath that weird rock was some shard of something called a Triforce. Whoever heard of that? That's crazy. There's a big difference between Triumph Forks and Triforce. I mean, I think someone intentionally buried something misleading there. So that's something we're going to be touching on a lot later. Our next destination is back to the west. Goodbye, Outset. We'll be back one day. One screen to the west of Outset Island, we have Horseshoe Island. On the island due east of here lives an old man who was once a master swordsman. He's got proof of it, too. He has a knight's crest. Want to know what that thing is, Fry? Well, too bad. I can't go away giving every secret. So, we heard of an old man on Outset who likes to collect knight's crests. I think I know who he's talking about, but that's something we'll touch on later. So, we come up on this actual island. We can see these nuts that were introduced in the Forbidden Woods. And we have these spikes. So, what we want to do is throw it. Oh my goodness, I did not realize those things could actually come up on land. We have kind of like a mini golf course ahead of us. So, we want to take these. And unfortunately, we cannot go past this hill. So what we want to do is we want to drop it. Use our Deku Leaf. And hopefully that goes in. No, it did not. Great. Alright, well, let's put it a little bit more to the right here. Drop it here. And, yep. Oh, 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 there we go. Hell yeah. And we've got one more. This one we actually cannot even touch ourselves. So we have to use the Deku Leaf. Not even close. Let's get right there. Oh boy, this one's going to be tough, isn't it? Alright, so let's angle ourselves a little bit. Oh, maybe. Did I get it? Hey, let's go. And that gives us another treasure chest. See what this guy has to say. Oh, so beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. So glad I brought this kaleidoscope. You can see the eye he has in the kaleidoscope is bloodshot red. So first off, we want to set the wind direction. Looks like we want it to actually go east, the way we're already facing. So if we jump off, there we go. That brings us to the chest. Which contains a treasure chart. Very nice. Now, let's jump off, head over here. Because if you saw over here, we have a hole in the ground. Let's investigate. We have many Mothula in here. Oh, jeez. So, this is a repeat of the boss, of the mini-boss we just fought in the Forbidden Woods. However, this time we have the boomerang, so it'll make things a little bit easier. Ugh, having these things on is so annoying. There we go. And now once those are all defeated, come on, I hate these things. Just let me walk. That gives us yet another treasure chart. Surprisingly, this one wasn't in my notes. I must have misread something, but I almost completely missed that. Wow. Now that was 2 treasure charts on this island. Another screen north gives us Diamond Steep Island. Or Diamond Step Island, however you pronounce that. Oh, I've got some great information, small fry, lucky for you. Use the treasure that's hidden on that island there, that thing that vanishes as soon as you get near it. It won't vanish anymore. You know, it. I'm talking about it. That thing that appears on nights when a wee bit of the right half of the moon is missing. Don't you know what I'm talking about? It. That's all the info I've got to offer. So he's talking about something we're not going to be able to really touch for a while. But you want to keep this island in mind, because this is somewhere we'll be needing to go eventually. But we also have a sunken treasure right here. That gives us another piece of heart. Yet another screen to the north gives us Needle Rock Island. Island, isle, whatever. You've seen the boats sailing around here with the real huge cannons, right, Fry? Bet you those things have their holes packed with treasure. Of course, if you don't have a cannon yourself, there's no way you'll ever sink one of them. We don't have a cannon yet, so unfortunately we can't go after those submarines. But, we head over to this island. There is a sunken treasure here, but that one is probably 200 rupees, so I'm not going to touch that one, because we can only hold up to 500, we have 446, so we'll save that for later, when we actually have room for rupees. So, we want to equip a pair. And fly all the way to the top of this island. There are a lot of Kagaroks flying around, and if any of them touch you, you'll have to reset. So we want to just fly around here. And as you get close to the top, there's a crystal switch up here that we want to hit. Wow, I actually managed to do that. I'm surprised I managed to do that in one try. Usually I get hit once or twice while I'm trying to do that. And that completes another heart container. Another screen north gives us 3 ivory. Met a really weird guy on the island due east of here. He had a pack on his back, huger than any pack I've ever seen. I mean, it was big, Fry. He said he was looking for treasure, but what does he expect to find in a place like that? I tell you, the guy's completely obsessed. That's all the info I've got to offer. Alright. So, unfortunately, there is a sunken treasure here, but that is, again, 200 rupees, which we cannot fit right now. So now, we have ended up right next to where we actually need to go. So let's head on over, shall we? As we get close, we see a big storm cloud above the island. Look, Link, do you see it? What has happened to this place? Great Fish Isle. What is the meaning of this? The island, it is... We got too late. I knew we had precious little time, but I never suspected how little. A great water spirit named Jaboon once lived here, but no sign of him remains. Oh there, Link! So you're here. I've been looking for you. Are you by chance seeking the great spirit Jaboon? Sorry to report to you that Jaboon can no longer be found here. Just look at how this place has been torn to pieces. Suppose this too is the work of the Shadow in the Forsaken Fortress. But fear not, Jaboon was able to fear this island before it was attacked. He's in a safer abode now. Would you like to take a guess where that abode might be? On the island where you were born. On Outset. Yet even if you were to go to Outset now, you would not be able to see Jaboon. The cave where he hides is sealed with a mighty stone slab that repels all who try to pass it. Why not even the pirates with their mighty ship could get in. I must apologize, Link. I thought if anyone would know of your whereabouts, it would be the pirates. I told them this tale without so much as a thought for the consequences. I don't know what they hoped to get, but they immediately set sail for Outset and tried to break into the cave. It is lucky they could not gain entrance. I've heard they were last spotted on Windfall Island, but doing what, I do not know. If you wish to see Jaboon, I think you'd better search for the pirates on Windfall Island. What an eerie island this is. Everywhere else boasts clear skies and calm seas, but this place suffers under dark clouds and rain. Baloo must have been right when he asked me to bring word of Jaboon to you. He called this island cursed. I would counsel against staying here longer than you have to. That is your decision. I've told you of Jaboon, so my task is complete. Alright. So, Jaboon has survived. The sea spirit has lived through the trials of many long years. He must have caught wind of Ganon's attack beforehand. We are to believe the words of the Rito postman, and the pirates know something about the cave where Jaboon hides. Why don't we first go to Windfall and search for them there? So at long last, we're reuniting with the pirates who shot us off into Forsaken Fortress, never to be seen again, and then didn't even come looking for us afterwards. So if we sail around, I'm gonna look for the fish first. Sure enough, this is Greyfish Isle. You should come around these parts on nights when just a wee bit of the left half of the moon is missing. That's when it appears, Fry. We're hearing a lot of things about moon phases at a lot of these different islands. Definitely a good thing to keep note of. But now if we go back on the island, there is something that we want to get. So this spirally piece of land right here. My notes on this one are kind of vague, so it might take me a little while to find what we're trying to get here. Sure enough, we have another Korok here. And we want to set the wind to northwest. It's going to bring us over here. And we're looking for a little cove for the chest on it. I think it's over here. Ah, here it is. Here we go. We got another piece of heart. Very nice. So, we did a lot of collecting. We learned about Jaboon's whereabouts and where our next destination is. We have to go to Windfall to meet up with the pirates and see what they know about Jaboon. Next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, we're going to do just that. I'll see you guys then.